Okay, here's something new I recently discovered. It's called the Portuguese Gambit. So it starts in the Scandinavian and he takes and you just go knight to f6. What happens if he just goes like this? This is the amateur variation and you just take, and then you just get the queen out, knight to f3, bishop g4, bishop e2, knight to c6, castles, queenside, d3, e5, and then you pretty much bully the king side from there. Okay, so here's what the main line should look like, and it's the third move is d4. And if he doesn't do that, this goes into another gambit, which is the Icelandic gambit, and then you take back with the bishop, I think, yeah. And then that has its own set of stories. You can look that up yourself. Bishop g4, d4, and then bishop g4. That's the main line. That is the Portuguese Gambit. It doesn't say Portuguese Gambit on chess.com, but it does say Portuguese Gambit directly on Lichess. And there's like here's a sideline variation you should know. I shouldn't say the name itself, but yeah, it's still a bit comical. This is one of the sidelines you're going to run into, in which you just take, and then he'll take back with a knight, and then you just get the queen out just like before. He'll castle, knight c6, and then you just, well, you obviously have to get your queen out of the way, but eventually, as you get your queen to safety, you will, oh, by the way, you should know this move. When he attacks your knight over there, you just castle queenside, and then once you do that, you'll actually start bullying his queen. Queen e3, e5, d takes e6. That's en passant. He'll take en passant when you defend the knight like that. And then what you do is you get this move attacking that queen over there. So en passant doesn't actually work, but he'll try anyway. Queen g5, sorry. Queen takes e6. You don't take the queen. Yeah, there's a bishop guarding there. You'll trade at best, and you'll just allow him to develop his bishop for free. Don't do that. Knight b5, knight takes b5. You trade the knights. Yes, you do. Rook d5 to start bullying the queen a little bit more. Queen e2. Again, you do not want to take because that's a trade at best, and you allow him to develop for free. Rook e5, queen f3, h5. Now we're going into the main line, and the main line here is you go bishop f5. There's a variation where he'll try to kick your bishop again, in which you will attempt to do that, and then from there, let's see if I remember any of this. There was a variation from here where there was a variation from here where you would like your bishop would be threatened again, but then you would take back with the knight, and then it's a knight sacrifice line. I'm not quite sure if I remember that, but I'll find out a little later. After you go bishop f5, he'll usually go c4 to again like take control of the center and what have you. And this is where the second portion of the gambit kicks in, e6, and then he will take, and then you just develop your knight. You don't even take back. You sacrifice 2 pawns, and you intentionally give up castling rights. Yeah. And then he'll try to kick your knight, but you just move, and then he'll try to do this, and then from there you just defend the knight. At first glance, it looks like it's got nothing, but actually you have this move waiting for you, and then you just move your king to safety, and then it looks like that pawn is going to promote, but oh, he's putting extra pressure, but you're actually going to be winning here. You have pressure over here, you have pressure over here, you have pressure over here, you have pressure against this knight. You're going to be winning an awful lot of material if you know what you're doing. You will. If you just gotta play it often enough. E takes f7 check that is the main line, but he might just go here instead. And you have a similar plan, just like before. Okay, have fun.